Hello, great people. President Bola Tinubu made effort to end the controversy surrounding the university he attended in the United States and the authenticity of his certificate by introducing one Alex Zingman to Nigerians. Tinubu claimed that he and Sigman were neighbors when he was in the United States and they both attend the University of Chicago. Tinubu made this claim when he was launching 2,000 tractors and other farm instruments as part of Nigeria's bilateral deals with Belarus. In a moment, I'll leave you to watch the video of President Bola Tinubu when he made that claim. Then when we come back, we'll be looking at the reality of Tinubu's statement. We would be fact-checking him. Is Bola Tinubu correct? What are the flaws in his statement? And who is Alexander Sigman? What are the information that is in public domain about him? Did he and Alexander Sigman attend the same University of Chicago? We'll be dissecting a lot on this episode. I must tell you that on this particular episode, I need some things from you, which is that let the mathematician in you wake up, because we'll be doing some simple arithmetic. Let the investigator in you wake up. Let the intelligence in you wake up, because I will be taking you on a journey from Nigeria to the United States, from the United States to Belarus, and from Belarus, we'll be touching Democratic Republic of Congo, we'll be also touching Zimbabwe, we'll be touching these countries to assert whether Bola Tinubu is right or wrong. We'll be doing all this and more on this episode with your sure plug, Dr. Omosholade. First, let us go and watch the video of when Bola Tinubu claimed that he and Alexander Sigman were neighbors in the United States and they attend the same university. Let's watch the video, then we'll come back for some great discussion. Let's watch it.
Alex, to all of you, Alex was my very good neighbor and went to the same school with me in Chicago. Never did we dreamt that I would be in this position as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Alex will be a successful businessman from Belarus to bring about a very successful collaboration and bilateral relationship that will promote economic prosperity and future of our two countries. Alex, thank you very much for everything. I believe our university will be very, very proud that we are doing this here today. We are proud for what you are doing. Alex, I believe you are happy at what is happening here today. So more grease to your elbow.
There you have it. You just watch the video of where President Bola Tinubu claimed that he and Alexander Sigman were neighbors in the United States and they both attend the University of Chicago. Again, let the mathematician in you wake up at this point in time. Let the investigator in you wake up, and let the intelligence in you wake up as you follow me on this journey. President Bola Tinubu made two claims in that particular video, two major claims, which is that he and Alexander Zingman were neighbors in the United States and they both attend the University of Chicago. These two claims, are they real? Are they fact? Now let us go into the flaws that we can point at in these two claims. First, Alexander Sigman, according to the information in public domain, was born on 26 November 1966. Now, Bola Tinubu, according to his claim, was born on 29th March 1952. This means that Alexander Sigman is younger than Bola Tinubu by a difference of 15 years. And on the reverse side, it means that Bola Tinubu is older than Alexander Sigman by 15 years. Alexander Sigman is younger by 15 years. Tinubu is older by 15 years. So there's a 15 years age difference between them. So it means that if Alexander Sigman was born in 1966 and Tinubu was born in 1952, it means that right now Alexander Sigman is 58 years old and Bola Tinubu is 73 years old. That means if you do the little arithmetic, Bola Tinubu claimed that he graduated at the University of Chicago in 1979. Now, if you do the arithmetic, if Tinubu claimed that he graduated in 1979, that means that Alexander Sigman was just 13 years old when Bola Tinubu graduated. So Sigman was 13 years old. The big question is that could Alexander Sigman, could he have been a university student at that point in time at the age of 13 years? And in a moment, when I dive deep into the personality of Alexander Sigman, you would see that Sigman studied in the United States, but it was even not when Bola Tinubu studied at all. So the big question is that were they truly neighbors? But again, follow me on this journey and let the spirit of investigation and intelligence in you wake up. Now, Tinubu claimed that he graduated in 1979 when Sigman was just 13 years old. Now, let us look at something. Sigman, according to the information in public domain, and you can do the research yourself, don't take my word for it, you can also carry out an independent research on this topic. Sigman arrived in the United States in 1980s with his parents. Sigman, again, arrived in the United States in 1980s with his parents, according to the information in public domain. Bola Tinubu graduated, according to his claim, in 1979. Sigman arrived in the United States in 1980s. And Sigman, before he came to the United States, had already bagged a degree in robotics engineering. And when he came to the United States, he studied business marketing between 1991 and 1995. What I'm saying is, according to Sigman himself, there was an interview that Sigman granted some time ago, and he said it with his own mouth, according to the transcript of that particular interview, that he studied business marketing between 1991 and 1995 at the University of Illinois, Chicago. At the University, again, of Illinois, Chicago. Now, Bola Tinubu claimed he graduated from the University of Chicago. Now, there's a difference between University of Illinois, Chicago, and the University of Chicago. Let me give you an example. I bagged my MA, Master of Arts in International Relations, at the University of Nottingham. Now, the University of Nottingham has another UK. There's another university in the UK called Nottingham Trent University. So the University of Nottingham, for instance, is different from Nottingham Trent University. So in this case now, Bola Tinubu claimed he graduated from University of Chicago. But Alexander Sigman graduated from University of Illinois, Chicago. It's just like somebody claimed that he graduated from University of Lagos, and another person graduated from Lagos State University. Both universities are in Lagos State. In fact, if you make your research, the travel distance between University of Illinois Chicago and University of Chicago is just about 15-20 minutes drive. But then they are not one and the same university. They are different universities, just as Lagos State University is different from University of Lagos, despite the fact that they are both in the same Lagos. Now, before Alexander Sigman studied business marketing between 1991 and 1995 at the University of Illinois, Chicago, which was not the university that Bola Tinubu graduated from. He had earlier studied robotic engineering at Belarusian National Polytechnic University between 1985 and 1989. Now, follow me carefully. He had studied robotic engineering at Belarusian National Polytechnic University between 1985 and 1989. Between this period, when Alexander Sigman was studying in Belarus, Tinubu was working in Mobile, Nigeria at that time. This was the period that Bola Tinubu claimed he was working in Mobile, Nigeria. So you can see the disparity in the claim in the claim as regards what Bola Tinubu said and the reality about Alexander Sigman. So that means that they didn't graduate apparently from the same university, and Bola Tinubu, there's a kind of like slim probability that he would have known Alexander Sigman when he was in the United States, and the probability that they were neighbors was very, very slim, because Alexander Sigman came to the United States in the 1980s. Bola Tinubu graduated from University of Chicago in 1979. Now, let us take that aside. Let us go to another chapter, which is, who is Alexander Sigman? And this is one thing that should give you a source of concern. Who is Alexander Sigman? When you make a public search about the man that Bola Ahmed Tinubu eulogized so much, what will public search bring out as regards the man Alexander Sigman? Now, Alexander Sigman is not the Russian billionaire. There's another Alex, which is Alex Luchenko. That one is a Russian billionaire. This one that Bola Ahmed Tinubu claimed that they both live together in the United States is Alexander Sigman, a Belarusian. He's a citizen of Belarus. And Alexander Sigman, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu claimed they both live together, is allegedly into arms dealing, and there are a number of corruption allegations against him. He allegedly runs a cartel that have put Zimbabwe and Democratic Republic of Congo in chains. And when I will give you some headline which you can verify yourself online. Now, let us look at something, which is that what is the public search saying about Alexander Sigman? Let us look at some headlines, what the news are saying about him. As you can see on your screen, there is a newspaper report. It's not a Nigerian newspaper. It is called Diggers. It says, alleged arms dealer, Lungu's ally, Alexander Sigman, arrested in DRC. Again, alleged arms dealer, Lungu's ally, Alexander Sigman, arrested in DRC. And I would be putting the video of Alexander Sigman arrest on the screen right now. You will see how he was being kind of like rough-handled when he was being arrested in Democratic Republic of Congo. He was arrested for alleged arms dealing. Now, let us go to another report about him, what you can find if you search about him. It says that Sigman's arrest in Democratic Republic of Congo is politically motivated, says his lawyer. And I'll give you the story to that. His lawyer called this particular newspaper and threatened the newspaper that, oh, his arrest was politically motivated and they will sue the newspaper, but the newspaper refused to back down. Now, let us look at another headline. Another headline. It says, from gold mining and arms trade to representation at UN conference, how two Belarusians conquer Zimbabwe. Don't forget that Zimbabwe is an African country. So this newspaper report is claiming that Alexander Sigman and another Belarusian have conquered Zimbabwe. Look at the word of that newspaper, conquered Zimbabwe. Again, the headline is from gold mining to arms trade. From gold mining and arms trade to representation at UN conference, how two Belarusians conquered Zimbabwe. So these are what you can find as regards the man Alexander Sigman, and this is the man that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was eulogizing, and he himself was happy to have received strong compliment from the president of the capital of the Black Race. You can imagine how that would increase his kind of like socio-economic and business capital. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu claimed that they both attend the same university. I think that maybe Bola Ahmed Tinubu was deceived, maybe he was misled, and his aides. You see, when you are an aide to a president, it is not just about making noise and doing gra-gra. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's aides are some of his problems. They didn't fact check. They didn't fact check the claim that Alexander Sigman was should I say colleague to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the United States, and that itself has brought monumental embarrassment to the president. Painfully, Tinubu indicted himself while trying to exonerate himself. I think Bola Ahmed Tinubu was trying to exonerate himself that, oh, there's been a lot of controversy whether I attend University of Chicago or not. People have been claiming that, oh, they've not seen my classmate and all that. Then Bola Ahmed Tinubu made that particular claim. So he indicted himself while trying to exonerate himself, while trying to bury the controversy surrounding the school he attended and the authenticity of his certificate. He unearthed a lot of questions and controversy. Alexander Sigman is a wanted criminal, a money launderer, and an arms dealer. Such a person should not be seen around the president of Nigeria. Such a person should not be seen, within the cycle of Nigeria's president, not to talk of being acknowledged as someone of importance by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If Nigeria were to be a sane country, the Senate is supposed to summon Alexander Sigman and begin to question him about his relationship with Nigeria. But can that happen under the Akpabio-led Senate? Your guess is as good as mine. So it is sad that what remains of our reputation is being set ablaze, and it is sad that everything concerning the president seems to be kind of like embroiled in controversy. It's always from one controversy or the other. Imagine my joy, imagine your joy, imagine our joy if Sigman were to be a reputable man, if Sigman were to be a noble man. Imagine the kind of joy that would be in my heart. But now Alexander Sigman is an alleged wanted criminal, a money launderer, and an arms dealer. Now, I must not go without correcting something in the media. There's a media report. The way the media is reporting it, I think it needs to be corrected. The media, President Bola Tinubu in that video said Alex was my very good neighbor. He went to the same school with me in Chicago. That was President Bola Tinubu's statement. Why is the media saying that Alexander Sigman is his classmate? No, you both can attend the same university doesn't mean that Alexander Sigman is your classmate. Bola Tinubu never said Alexander Sigman is his classmate. He said they attend the same school. Attending the same school is different from him being your classmate. But then again, from the fact checking that we have done, we have realized that apparently Bola Tinubu and Alexander Sigman didn't attend the university at the same time, and they couldn't have been whether classmates or colleagues. And I just hope that Bola Tinubu will find a way through this, because it's in the eye of the storm right now. Atiku Abubakar is roaring. Nigerians are commenting heavily. I just hope that Bola Tinubu will find a way through all this. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politics with Joshua Plug, Dr. Omoshola. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.